What's going on YouTube? Gabriel right here, representing PGA Tour Driven, the movement towards improvement. Today's video is going to be on ball flight laws. Now, not to be construed by tall, bright logs like a lot of people do. I'm actually talking about what that makes that ball start, curve, and land where it does. Now, I like to abbreviate this to BFL, which doesn't stand for big fat lemons, or big fat ladies, or big fat lemon ladies, but ball flight laws. This video is going to be broken up into three main components. First thing is going to be face angle, second thing is going to be path, and third thing is going to be angle of attack. Alright guys, real quick, Carson, your shoes were just shipped out. Josh, your shirt was just shipped out. You guys, I do weekly golf giveaways for my subscribers. And this week, we're giving away a Jonas Blick signed waste management glove who's actually doing very well at the Masters. So all you gotta do is subscribe, like a video, and go like my Facebook page. Back to the video. Okay, so first topic we're gonna talk about is face angle. Face angle is the angle at which the face is pointing at the moment of impact, under maximum compression. So wherever this face is pointing is gonna really result in the initial starting direction of the golf ball. Now for an iron, face angle usually equates for 75% of initial start direction, whether it starts left or start right. And with a driver or wood, it equates for about 85%. Now my mentor told me that because the percentage is so high, that we just automatically make it account for 100% of initial start direction. So from now on, we're gonna say that wherever the ball starts has to do with 100% of where face angle is at impact. Okay, so second thing is gonna be path. Path has to do with where the direction of the club is going through impact. We usually say in the golf community, you know, out to in or in to out, and anywhere in between there. Third thing is going to be angle of attack. That is going to be the angle at which we're either hitting down or hitting up at the ball, once again, during the impact interval. So I think this is very benefit for you guys to understand what makes the ball fly and land where it does. I think this can help you while you're on the range. I think this can help you while you're on the course, because once you see the ball fly and you see, oh, it started here, it curved there, then you can say to yourself, okay, we need to change this so the ball can go more where we want it to. Okay, so I threw down a couple sticks and a couple clubs. Now, this is going to be the ball that we would have hit, and this stick right here is going to represent our target line, pointing at the pin and where we want this ball to finish up. Now, face angle is going to be represented by these two clubs. So, like I said, face angle is what makes the ball start on its initial direction. So to hit a draw, the face actually needs to be open to the target, because that's going to make it start out to the right and draw back to the target. And once again, to hit a fade or a slice, the club face actually has to be pointing left to the target. Now, when I was growing up, people used to tell me that the face, where it's pointing, is where the ball is going to end up, and it curves off the path. So my old coach used to tell me, if you want it to draw, set up with your face pointing at the target, right at it, down the line, and if you want to start out to the right, you have to swing out to the right. And that's just not true. And I've actually seen a video with Justin Rose. He made a video many years ago saying that same thing, and then many years later he's saying the exact opposite.
So what we do, the first thing we've got to do is align the club face down your target line. This is where you want the ball to finish. Ultimately, the club head dictates where the ball finishes. So that's nice and square. I then align my feet where I want the ball to start. Your swing path determines where you want the ball to start, and the club face determines where you want the ball to finish.
Hit a draw, believe it or not, you want the face right, so open essentially. But what you need is you need your swing path even further to the right, because the face is where the ball makes the ball start in the right direction, or the direction you want. So obviously, when you hit a draw, you need that face starting to the right, the ball starting right, so you need the face right. But now I need my swing path to be further to the right to create the spin axis for the ball to come back to the hole.
So as instructors, we need to make sure we're aware of new information and not being self-identified by the old way of doing things and change. You know, it's nothing wrong with being wrong or saying something that was wrong at one point. Change, move on, and we all grow. So once again, face is where it starts. So now, if we want to get the ball to curve, let's say, you know, a lot of us would love to hit that draw shot. So to hit a draw, we'd have to have our face open to the target line. That's going to get the ball to start out to the right, and to get to draw back to the left, we would need our path more right of where the face is pointing, okay? So the target line really is irrelevant. When it comes to where the ball starts and curves, it really has to do with the ratio between club face angle and path. So to hit that draw, face is open to the target and path is more right. And obviously, depending on the club you hit, driver or irons or wedge, that ratio is going to change. So for instance, you could have a club face that's 2 degrees open and the path 6 degrees to the right of the face, and you're going to get that draw. Vice versa, if you want to hit a fade, we have to get that path, or we have to get that face more left of the target, and we need to get our path more right. And that's going to put that spin axis on the ball that's going to create and cause that fade. Now, last thing we want to talk about is angle of attack. Okay, angle of attack has to do with how much we're hitting down or up on the ball. And this is actually very crucial on understanding why the ball curves. For instance, the more you hit down on the ball, the more that has a tendency to shoot the path more out to the right. Okay, so as you can see, the more down we come, usually the more the club is going out to the right. That's why when we put the ball back in our stance, now that's going to promote more of a descending angle of attack, and that's why it's really hard to hit a low fade, because now our attack's more down, it pushes our path more out to the right, which is going to make and influence more of a draw type curve. So, and that's why vice versa, if we put the ball up in our stance, as you can see, once the club starts going up, it starts going more to the left. So that helps make our path go more out to in. And that's why it's hard to hit a high draw long iron, because now, since our long iron's usually played more up in our stance, that's going to shift our path more left, and that's why it's hard to hit that high long draw. So this is what I'm going to do. Let's figure out how we can use this information on the course or on the range. I'll hit a little 7-iron and we'll just see where it goes. We'll go right at that yellow flag. Alright Josh, if you want, try to see where this starts off and where it curves to. Okay, where'd that ball start at?
That ball's pretty straight.
Okay, in relevance to the yellow flag, where did it start though? Did it start at the yellow flag, left or right?
Right.
Okay, right, and then where did it curve to?
A little right, but it was pretty straight.
So you're not saying it curved very much at all?
No.
So pretty straight ball, but my goal was to get to draw back to the yellow. So this is what just happened. It started right, so we know the face angle was open, and the path matched the face angle. When the face and path match, it's a straight ball. So it's just a straight right, and it stayed there. It didn't curve either way. So now that I know that, I know ball flight laws, I know I need to get my path a little more right in my face to get it to draw back to the target. So let's hit another one. And now Josh, I'm going to try to keep the same face angle because it started out where I wanted to, but I'm going to try to switch my path a little more right to get a little more curve to come back to the target. Now that one curved considerably more, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
So as you can see, I'm using the information on understanding on what makes the ball fly and land where it does to my advantage. And you guys, I literally will make a swing adjustment almost every swing on the course because I rarely hit a shot exactly perfect and it goes exactly where I want it to. So if I set up on the first tee and I hit a little pull fade, but it kind of starts off where I want to but slices too much, I need to know I just need to make my path go a little more in to out so it doesn't slice as much. So try to use this information or awareness to your advantage to make adjustments out here, just like I did right there. And maybe I'll hit a driver once again. We'll see what happens. Okay, Josh, so I'm going to try to go with the yellow flag again, and I'm going to try to hit a fade. So I'm going to need my face to be left of the target, and I need my path to be even more left of my face angle. Tell me where this starts out and where it curves to. Okay, so that started left and went left, right? That was a bad shot. So it started left, which is basically on my line that I wanted to, but it went even more left. So I know my path was to the right. That was what created that draw, right? So if the path is more right than the face angle, create that draw. So now try to keep the face angle the same, but I'm gonna swing more left so I can get that, once again, fade access and get the ball to come back. So what I'm gonna do if I'm in during a round or during a tournament and I hit that shot, like I said before, the more up I swing on it, the more that has a tendency to shift the path to the left, and that's what I want. So I'm gonna try to put this up in my stance a little bit more, and for me, I'm just gonna try to feel like I start turning and almost kind of feel like an over-the-top move for myself to get that path more left. So up in my stance, swing a lot more left. So that one started off on line, curved back actually right at the target, but not bad. That would have been the right center. So the next swing I'll just try to swing a little more inside. So as you can see, I'm using this information to make trials and errors on every swing. I never try to make the same swing once unless it was absolutely perfect. So you guys, I really hope that helps you guys. Understanding ball flight laws, I think every golfer should know what makes the ball fly and curve and land where it does. This is Gabriel right here, PGA Tour driven, the movement towards improvement. Trying to deliver content I think can help you guys. Subscribe. I'm going to be sending out this Jonas Blick signed glove. Pretty cool waste management next Wednesday. So I appreciate you guys' support. Course vlogs, player interviews, juniors, pros, regular tips. I do it all. Thanks you guys. I'll talk to you soon.